wanna go, I wanna fly. Keep me high, oh my, like that. The moment I hold now, take it all now, all now.
What's up guys, if you ask, all of you get it. My dream camper van build tour. I would suggest you start right in at the front. Right in here we got the kitchen counter. I can flip it up right here. Mostly when I camp I got the gas stove right here. If it's raining outside, I shut the doors closed. I can open this little window right here. Then I turn on the max air van in the back and we got a little ventilation going inside here, so the air comes in back there and then pushes the burnt gas outside. Then put in the extra kitchen desk. You only need to push these locks down there and then it goes down. Inside of the kitchen block we got the sink. If I want to start the sink I have to flip the switch right here and then we can turn it on. We only got cold water, but that works perfectly for me. The wastewater goes down here in a little container. It's actually a 10 liter container, and in the future I'm planning to actually drill another hole and just let it on the road. Like mostly we're standing on grass or like gravel stuff, so I can just floss it on the ground underneath. Mostly we use biodegradable stuff, so I mean in the van we always use biodegradable stuff, so it's completely fine. That's right here. That's it for the sink. Then up here we got some little accessoires. I got my race plate from Pink Bike Academy. Then I got the little timer up here. This actually is the EWS timer, so this one is the timer for the next race. Then there's a little sticker up here from Sydney, from the zoo. That's my fridge. It's pretty empty right now, but yeah, you can fit everything inside you need. So it's pretty good. It also has a freezer up here. So that's the fridge. All of my drawers have a push lock, so you push it in, then it's secured. It doesn't come out during the drive, and if you need to open it, you push the lock, and then we got everything inside here. So this is actually the first drawer is my kitchen drawer. I got all the stuff I need and some cutlery. In the second drawer we got the scale for my daily yogurt, and we also got the cutting board and lots of tissues. Then there's some other stuff for cleaning, and yeah, that's like utility stuff. Right here we got all the other stuff for like sunscreen and in-kills and all the other stuff, like the medicaments you need on the road trip if something happens, and some deo and some, by the way, that's also pretty good stuff. Then what else we got here? Here we got some GoPro stuff, some more GoPro stuff, Rubik's Cube to waste some time on the road, and yeah. Down here we got my Primus gas stove with the cartridges in the back. It works like a dream. I think the kitchen counter is finished. Let's move on to the other stuff right here. So actually there's all my electricity stored in there. Then there are all the switches. Doesn't make a difference with the light on. Then here we got my power station. I got 4 USB Type B with quick charging 3.0, so this works like a dream for me. Then down here we got the 12 volt stuff. I used the one for the laptop charging right there. You can buy 12 volt adapters for nearly every laptop. Over there is some more stuff like contact lenses and stuff. Then we got the muesli bar for breakfast. Down here we got some other supplements. For example, the recovery one from Power and a lot of flasks. Down here we got the water tank actually. This one was tripping last time on the road trip, so I put it in a big bag, so it doesn't leak. Let's move on up here. Up here we got some other stuff. We got some games. I don't know how to call it in English, but 4 wins. Then we got a black roll. Then we got a mat to lay on the floor. And all the camera bag, camera gear inside here. I mean, we are filming with the main camera right now, but in here should be the GoPro, I think. Yeah. That's the GoPro Hero 8 with the spare battery. Then we got another lens right here. It's a 50mm that came stock, but we're filming with the 16 to 50 from Sigma. That's the camera bag. And we got another blanket if it's getting too hot. Yeah, too hot, of course. No, if it's getting too cold, we got another blanket right here. My old goggles, big cap guy. And yeah, let's move on to the stuff up here. Lovely rock. No, Rocka's Teppich, gell? We got the lovely curtain right here. Big thanks to Grandma who stitched it with me. Up here we got a little container, like compartment stuff for fruits. And that's the switch for the water pump. Then right here we have the Votronic. That's the stuff for the solar, so we get to see what voltage we have and stuff. Actually I have a 400 amp hours battery back in here on the floor. I actually only got 12 volts. My whole van is running only on 12 volt, which works out perfectly for me. So the fridge is 12 volt. All the lights are 12 volt, max air fan running on 12 volt, all the USB plugs are running on 12 volt, and the water pump is running on 12 volt. The only thing that isn't running on 12 volt is the air torpedo is running on diesel. Together with Bernd, we built the diesel heater, and yeah, it's working pretty good. This is the switch for the max air fan. That's from the diesel heater. Now we're moving on to the heart of my camper van conversion, the tool shop, the workshop, because I spent a lot of the time during the trips back there fixing my bike. We have to fix the bikes a lot, or at least I have to do it. I will show it to you. It was very important for me to have the convenience to only have 2 movements to get to the tools. First movement, open the door. Second movement, open the drawer. And I immediately get all the tools. During a race it's actually really important to have all the stuff you need and to have access to it. And even more important it is Meister Yoda I am. During a race it's really important to know where your stuff is, where your tools are, and you can't lose the tools when they're organized in here. Up here we got the bike storage. I can either fit 2 enduros in here or all 3 of my bikes. The road bike, the street trails bike and the enduro bike. That's like a big drawer. I can totally pull the drawer out. And it's totally easy accessible what bike you need. I can show you how it works right here. We got these little fork holders, pull the axle through, and then you can move the bike out. Then you just build your bike up, easy as that. And it's ready to go. Back there we got these little switches right here, which come in handy if it's getting dark. This one is for the LED inside of the bike garage. I really think it looks cool and it's coming handy. You don't have to lure around with the flashlight if it's getting dark, so you just flip the switch and you get all the light you need. So back here we got my whole tire setup, all the spare tires. Thanks for Maxis for hooking it up. We got the dissectors. We got actually 2 dissectors, 1 assegai and 2 shorties. And behind of that I also got 2 spare I actually never had any issues with the level 9 bars, but I just bring them with me just in case something happens. I have a backup and I just can flip it on. What else do we got here? We got some spare derailleurs and some more spare tubes back here, and also a brake, like spare brake part as well. I think you call it the caliper. The caliper broke totally, so you can use some old pistons from the brake caliper. It's not like a completely new one, but yeah. Down here we got all the shoes. We got the Union boa from Fox, thanks to them for hooking it up. We also got the trail shoes right here, and the boas, like the Fox shoes I'm using right now. We also got the bike stand right here. Probably all of you know the good old bike stand from the local hardware shop. We all started with that one, at least here in Europe. Everyone knows that one. And it's lasting pretty good. Lost a few of the caps, but I don't care about that. Yeah, the pump is also mandatory. Then we got another mechanic light right there. About here, we got the water hose. We just put the water hose in there, then it goes in the tank. It's actually a 120 liter tank in the front. Then up here we got the shower hose. It's actually not working because I need to turn on the switch. So the pressure is not too bad. You can actually shower for quite a good amount of time. Last time I was standing in the wild, I got like, with a full tank, got like 120 liters. I could shower, do the dishes, and even clean my bike. And it came down to like 10 days in the wild. Of course, it's not like a super detailed bike clean, but it did the job. It was actually dusty, so I did a little scrub. But yeah, the shower really comes in handy, especially if you're not on a camping site. It really saves the day. Then it goes in back there, just as it was. And now the best part. All of you have waited for it. At least I have waited for it, like a long time. Thanks for Junior to hooking the toolbox up, for helping me out with it. They didn't completely hook it up, but they gave me a good price. So I'm gonna start now to review everything that's inside. I think that's the holy grail of every biker, the toolbox, to have all the stuff they need during the races that they collected through the past years. And now let's get on to it. We start here, up here. We got all the miscellaneous hardware. Like last year I destroyed like 7 Shimano derailleurs, and this year I'm at the 5th one. So that's all the parts I got from them. Like I recycled the old ones, and this is all the stuff I could use, like the screws and stuff.
Wanna come, wanna fly, keep me high, oh my, like the moment I hold now, take it all.
Yeah, that's it actually from the first draw. Das war long jetzt, gell?
Ja, das war sehr lang, weil jetzt der war zu lang. Und bitte.
On to the second drawer. That's actually the cleaning drawer. We got a lot of different types of brushes, some different cleaning towels, sponge. There are all my stickers for the rims and stuff for different sponsors. We got some of the sandpaper, and the most important thing is the manual for the bike, because then you can't fuck up or over tighten your screws. So that's really helping me out a lot. I've actually in the past destroyed every single screw on the bike. I over tightened it. That stuff paired with the torque wrench, you can't fuck up anything on the bike. Yeah, let's move on to the third one. The third one is, they're just some spare parts like brake rotors, the headset, chain, cassette, the long spindle kit, like also destroyed 3 pedals over the last 2 years, like they totally came apart. Some more tubeless valves, another set of brake pads. Now on to the inlays. That's actually a complete set from Junior. We got all the Allen keys, all the different stuff you need. And we got 2 screwdrivers each. And this little picky tool. It also comes in handy to remove seals and stuff. ceilings, not seals. Now this one, I built it myself with a little, I cut this one out myself, all of it, so if you need it, you just push it in and then get it out. I burned the edges with a lighter to make it smoother, to make it round, and then you just can put it in and it's gonna fit. Right here we got another bike specific setup. As you can see, this is probably the most important tool. That's also a specific tool, probably not everyone has in the workshop repertoire. It's for making holes in your number plate, and a digital pressure gauge, few tile levers. Here we got all the other stuff, WD-40 for the brake discs to make them silent. Just kidding, you don't put this on the brakes. Yeah. Some flat pedals, some spare part. That's actually the linkage from the mullet setup on the Orbea, but I don't run it, so I just keep it with me. Then we got a lot of zip ties. You always get a good collection of zip ties when racing. That's actually a cool thing. I got that one in Medina. So it's really cool because last year I always wanted it, but this year I got it as well because I'm riding in the pro category. Not really getting pro results, but riding in the pro category. Yeah, that's a cool thing to make your bike look really pro. That's it for that drawer. And the last drawer we got here. Springs. We got another bearing, a few grips, shock pump, all the other stuff. I've actually, the last time I used the shock pump was probably 1 year ago. I just let the setup be in the last few years. We got 4 of the shifting wires. That also comes in handy if you're not already on the battery stuff, not a outer shifting cable. And the spokes. Spokes also are an important thing to carry. The final drawer. Not too intense. My old handguards, we don't show them. Since I'm running the fronts from Sandhit now. Some spare pedals, some stuff for the road bike, some cleats, some more tubes, 2 torque wrenches, one is fucked. Actually, a tip from my side, if you're storing the torque wrench, always put it in 0. Actually, no wonder why it's broken, because now it's on 9 Newton meters. And always put it on 0, like that there's no tension on it, because otherwise it's gonna get wider, and then it's actually not correct. So yeah, that's what cost me a few screws, but I'm not using that one anymore, because I got a new one. And let's make a test. Probably left that one on some tension as well. Oh fuck. It's on 50 Newton meters right now. Oh yeah, I mean you can adjust it. Probably gonna adjust it now. We got the brake bleeding kit, a few more lock-on grips, and some more brush. So now we're done with the bike shop. Now I'm gonna show you the sleeping setup. We got the lights up here. We got a comfortable mattress, and I got the perfect sleeping light right there. It's even dimmable, so it gets lighter and darker. It also has a USB port on the bottom. Now we're gonna move on to the closet. That's actually the biking closet. I'm gonna put on the light real quick. We got all different stuff right here. All my jerseys, some short trousers. We got my main helmet, my spare helmet right here, the half shell, all my goggles, and some rain jackets and long trousers. Trousers are always long, I think. That's why they're called trousers. Up here we got all the other stuff. We got some towels, a cap. Here we got the hoodies, t-shirts, socks, and underpants. And up here we got the Max Air fan, which is providing some good ventilation. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions left, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to help you. I really know the struggles of building a van yourself and only watching videos on the internet, kind of don't knowing what you're doing. Just seeing the finished product really gets you confused sometimes, so if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. I'm happy to help you, and thanks for watching.
I wanna go, I wanna fly, keep me high, oh my, like that, the moment I hold now.